What's up guys, it's Gone, and today we are looking at one of the most intriguing rebuilds in the Minnesota Twins. While the beginning of the 2021 season brought some hope for Twins fans to possibly make a run at the World Series, with a core consisting of overall strong play from all sides, things just didn't work out, as a slew of injuries plus other factors led to the Twins being sellers at the deadline for the first time in a few years. They made two of the league's biggest moves in a hectic deadline, shipping off stars Nelson Cruz and Jose Barrios for a bunch of studs that not only had some great upside, but some depth, especially on the pitching side. The Twins farm system was already relatively strong beforehand, with a couple of top prospects, and now they have a bunch of strong prospects with high upside that they could develop in the majors, or even trade for some veterans right now. The Twins general manager has some options whether to blow up the entire team and trade their current major league core for a league best farm system to make a true run at a World Series at around 2025, or to trade their farm system for some young stars to make a run at a World Series from 2022 and 2023. In this video, we'll analyze some of the Twins' top prospects along with the state of their major league team, and then to come to a consensus as to what to do in the 2022 offseason. Before we get on to the video, could you guys please hit the subscribe button? Currently, only 6% of people who watch my videos are subscribed, so if y'all do, not only would help me grow my channel, but I'd also very much appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. The Twins have a good problem on their hands with two elite shortstop prospects. However, I believe that the better one of the two is 2017 first overall pick Royce Lewis. Despite being a bit of a surprise when being taken with that pick, Royce has been productive at every level since being drafted, finishing the 2019 AA season with a .661 OPS. Lewis then topped it all off by being named MVP at the Arizona Fall League that year. Royce doesn't have the most developed swing, as he has a big leg kick and many moving parts, which leads to a loss of structure and many holes. However, Lewis has the raw power to drive the ball to all fields anyways. Even with that great power, however, Lewis's most powerful tool is his raw speed, which makes him a base-stealing threat whenever he's on, and it makes him a great leadoff hitter. In fact, Lewis really has no noticeable holes in his game besides that weirdly formed swing of his, and would probably play shortstop at a major league level, albeit not at a Gold Glove level that many major league teams crave. The main problem with Lewis, though, is his ability to stay on the field. During the 2020 alternate training site season, Lewis suffered a torn ACL and missed much needed development by recovering, but when healthy, this guy's a stud. Austin Martin is the other top shortstop prospect, although he's currently getting work in as an outfielder, where he's most likely going to play beside Royce. With the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft, the Twins were able to select the second best prospect available in Austin Martin, who was then shipped off to the Twins as the main piece in the Jose Barrios trade. Many scouts during the draft believed that Martin was the best pure hitter in his class, even ahead of Torkelson. He has a short, quick, right-handed swing that makes contact effortlessly and lets the ball get deep into the zone. While Martin doesn't have the most physical raw strength, he makes up for it with his advanced swing. As a shortstop, Austin Martin is a twitchy athlete with some quick hands and an above-average arm, making him a good fielder at shortstop or third base. As an outfielder, he looks like he's going to be a decent player with his pure athleticism, but it's currently too early to tell. In his first professional season, he's been placed in AA and has been playing well with an on-base percentage of .410 and 5 home runs in just over 300 at-bats. Up next is the other player received in the Jose Barrios trade, and right-handed pitcher Simeon Woods Richardson, another first-round pick, as he was taken with the 17th pick by the Mets in the 2018 draft. Woods Richardson was packed along with Anthony Kay to the Blue Jays for Marcus Stroman, and was then packaged with Austin Martin for Jose Barrios. He's an athletic pitcher who uses that athleticism to have an easy, repeatable delivery. Woods Richardson has a fastball, curveball, and changeup, with his fastball sitting in the mid to low 90s with some late riding life. He has two above-average breaking pitches and his distinct 12-6 curveball that sits in the upper 70s, and a changeup with some sharp low drops that sit in the mid to low 80s. He tends to locate his fastball in the higher areas of the zone and then breaking balls in the dirt. His best pitch is his fastball, which he throws most often with the best command. Woods Richardson, with that great delivery, correlates to his above-average command. However, something may be off the season, as he has struggled mightily. However, that could be boiled down to him only being 20 years old and playing against much older competition in AA. Yohan Duran was signed by the Diamondbacks as an international free agent back in the 2014 signing class and was then shipped off in the Escobar deal in 2018. Since then, he's turned into a dominant right-handed pitcher, albeit with a poor 2021 season in AAA. Yohan Duran is a big, physically athletic pitcher with a burly 6'5" frame. His fastball is currently his best pitch and sits in the high 90s and can occasionally hit triple digits. He has his own unique pitch and a splitter which breaks like one but can go to the mid-90s, making it his best out pitch. However, scouts worry that the combination of just those two pitches will lead to ineffectiveness in the big leagues and might render him to just being a reliever. He needs to develop his changeup more if he wants to stick in the starting rotation. This year, Yohan has struggled mightily with a 0-3 record and a 5.06 ERA in AAA, although he has been dealing with some injuries that may limit his effectiveness on the mound, and more specifically on his command, which is vital to a pitcher like him. The last prospect that I want to talk about is their newest top prospect in 2021 draftee, Chase Petty. Drafted with the 26th pick in the 2021 MLB draft, Chase was a decorated high schooler with his plus arm strength. During the meets where the best high school prospects would meet in the area, Chase would regularly throw his fastball in the triple digits, and even his changeup would sometimes touch the 90s. Besides his fastball and changeup, Petty owns a firm, hard slider that sits in the high 80s and goes away from righties and into lefties. Scouts judge his character well and say that he's fearless on the mound and isn't scared to pitch inside and brush up some hitters. In an extremely limited sample size with the Twins, rookie league, Chase impressed, striking out 2 people over 2 innings and giving up no runs. The main knock on Chase Petty, though, is his size, as he's only 6 feet, meaning that unlike many other power pitchers, he doesn't use his length to generate velocity, and his arm could tire out after a large workload in the major league season. On the major league squad, they have a very unique blend of young players and veterans who were from the last rebuild by the Twins. They have some great defensive players on their current roster, and guys like Andrelton Simmons, Jorge Polanco, and Byron Buxton. Some of their staples for their lineup include veterans like Donaldson, Max Kepler, and Miguel Sano, along with the players I listed earlier. They are aided by some young guys like Brent Rooker and Luis Arias. These young players have played well at times in the majors, and depending on what they decide to do in the future, they can be crucial. On the pitching side, things are looking pretty solid, but besides their ace Michael Pineda, their current starters consist of mostly younger guys trying to prove their worth in the majors. Current youngster Joe Ryan, who was acquired in the Nelson Cruz trade, is pitching well and projects to be a mid to upper tier starter. However, their bullpen is decent at best and is currently aging by the day. So with their unique lineup construction and so-so farm system, what do I think is the best thing that the Twins can do? Well, due to the fact that they traded Jose Barrios, who did have a year left after this year, means that they'll most likely go into a rebuild, and that is also the best choice. With their roster, and especially with the pitching rotation, there is no way that they can make a deep postseason run with this squad. On top of that, a bunch of players will be leaving after the next few years, including guys like Byron Buxton, Taylor Rogers, Miguel Sano, and Michael Pineda. I believe that the best case for the Twins is to trade those guys with a few years left on their contract to aid the players that are currently within their farm system. The combination of top prospects like Austin Martin and Royce Lewis, along with their young pitching prospects, are good enough to be franchise quality players capable of building around to make a couple runs at the World Series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below new video ideas. With the offseason coming up shortly, I'm going to do some maybe offseason plan videos and possibly more deep dives on more rebuilding teams. I'm thinking about doing the Orioles next and then I guess the Diamondbacks. But if you have another team, just comment them down below.